topic. For this topic, we'll be treating CSS dropdown. CSS dropdown is used to show elements or group of elements by default when we mouse over another parent element. So to achieve this, we will be using a position of relative and absolute to achieve this. So let us see that very quickly. CSS drop down h1 learning CSS drop down. So for this, I'll be having a div with class of drop down. So this will be our parent. This should hold the text. So this should hold the text. It should be click me to get the links. Or just let's give it a click me. So let's style this drop down. Let's start the drop down now. Let's give this a button. I think we will be having only one button here. So let me put this here quickly. And also style the button as well. The button should have a background color of green. I want it to have a light green, so something like this. And it should also have a padding, and the padding should be 15px by 5px. A border shouldn't have a border. Border should be none. And that's it. And then let's also style this. Let's view that in our browser. See how it looks. CSS buttons, CSS dropdown. Oops. Okay. So this is how it looks. Let's add a color. Color of white, and increase the font size. We could also give it a width, but let's increase the font size to 2 EM. Okay. So the color is too bright. Padding 15px, 15px. Let me see. This padding is supposed to be 5 and 15. Okay. So let me increase this also to 10. Okay. So you can see whenever if I click, it's supposed to show me the drop down. So let me finish writing. So we can also have another div here that will show. Let's have a p tag that will show my name is Robert. So you can see my name is Robert showed here, but we will hide this by default. We will hide the paragraph and then show this. So for the paragraph will be our drop down content, because that's the content that we want to show whenever we click on this. So let's have the drop down to be position relative to the browser, to the web page, and also add it to display of inline block. Then let's also style the drop down content to be hidden by default. Drop down content. So let's start our drop down content now by adding a display none. We should make the element not to display. And we also add a background color. Background color F9, which is white, a little bit of white, and add a box shadow to make it look okay. Box shadow 0, 16 pixels, 18 pixels, 0, and RGBA. We're using this 0, 0, 0, and 0.2. Also be adding our padding 12 px by 15 px, and then whenever we actually hover over me, this is supposed to be hover me. Those are the CSS property that we have here. So whenever I hover over the drop down, it will now have a drop down hover and dot drop down content. So this should display block. So let's check that. Over me, you can see my name is Robert now choose. My name is Robert now choose here. So guys, so you can see, it seems like we also have to add a little bit of styling here. Remember, I told you must also have for the child, you must have it have a position of absolute in order to fit in correctly. Absolute, and let's give it a width. We can use 100% in order that the child will also, this drop down content will also follow the width of the drop down. So let's refresh. Okay, refresh that again, and that's it. That's how to do a drop down. You can also have a drop down with links. So let me comment this off, and then do a drop down with links. So drop down, this should be a div that drop down content, and this will hold our A. Let's copy this from the CSS links that we have done before. CSS drop down, paste it in here. Then let's take a look at that. Rehover. Okay, so you can see. Then we can now style here all the links here. I given so we'll be coming in here, the drop down content dot drop down content here. Give it a text decoration of none. Give it a color of green. Should that be a green? Okay, let's give it a color of green. And display block in order to display one by one. Let's refresh. Okay, so that's our list here. And also you can give it a width. I gave it width of 100% here. Let me give it a width of 150 px. Let's see if this will follow. Okay, so it seems like it follows. Display block. And that's it, guys. That's how to build a drop down. So from here we can select whichever links that we want to go to. There we can see. Okay, so let's get back. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. This is how to do your drop down content.